Hello, my name is Josh Greig and I am the new apprentice project manager, and this is my week in the life at Paragon Rapid Technologies as an apprentice. I'm currently working in the AM department, but I am getting moved about in the foreseeable future, and I am currently working with some great lads, Dom, Peter, Tom and Terry. They're all fantastic help to me, and I've been working with the DLS, the SLA and the SLS machines currently. I've mainly been doing a lot of the DLS work because I've just recently had an operation, and Paragon have really catered to my needs of not being able to heavy lift for a while, so I've mainly been working in DLS, but I've also been helping with the SLS and SLA where I'm needed and can be helped. So if we start off with Monday, me and Terry rattled through a lot of jobs today. We did a lot of builds for various different companies, which we discuss in our meetings to ensure that we're hitting our deadlines and make sure everything's on track for production. So we started off with the RTIS parts, which were little optical plates that we needed to have 50 of those. Then we went on to SMR jobs and AP racing, but we also had to rebuild the SMR job as the supports weren't where they needed to be, so the suction pulled the part apart, so we needed to replace the support, and the build eventually came through and was perfect. Thursday and Friday was a little bit different for me. I ended up going in the SLA and SLS clean up to help Peter and Dom to clean up some parts that were building overnight because Terry wasn't as busy today in DLS. So what I would do for the SLA was I'd scrape it off the plate, I'd take all the parts, put it in an isopropylic bath with bubbles to get rid of most of the resin, then I put it in a second propylic bath, clean it up with a brush to get the rest of the resin off, then I will put it in a final bath to stand for roughly 10 to 20 minutes for each bath, and I'd brush off the remaining resin, air dry it off, and then you'd put them all apart once they're completely dry in the PCA, making sure there's no remaining resin on that can cure onto the part. Leave that for 10 minutes and then put it on the shelf for model shop to collect. I've also been learning the basics of Magics and Space Claim, which are 3D CAD softwares, how to fix up parts, how to make sure there's no errors in the STL files, how to convert STL files so that they're able to be built in the machines, how to set up the machines, how to maintain the machines to make sure they're all running perfectly and there'll be no errors whilst building. All in all, I'm having a great time in the AM department. I'm learning a lot about the business and a lot about 3D printing as a whole, and if I make a mistake, I learn to never do it again. I've broken a lot of parts in my time. We have some great plans for the future. We're currently in talks with building train carriages in mass production. We are also mass producing more parts when we move over to our other building, where we'll have more machines and more rooms to enable the production to happen quicker and much more efficiently. Like when we made them parts for Boeing, we had to make thousands. We could do that more efficiently when we have items such as the part washer available and we have more machinery available to do so. And inevitably that will make the business thrive. We'll be able to keep growing, making a bigger name for ourselves. I'm quickly getting to grips with the processes of 3D printing in the AM department. I'm being more independent. I'm not relying on others to help me what to do, so I'm starting to fix my own builds, I'm starting to have my own supports on, I'm starting to print them up on my own, starting to set up the machines and cleaning all the parts that come off the machines and putting them in the PCA and baking them overnight without having to be told, and going off my own initiative on my own back, which is quite an important skill, I would say.